We're back on hardcore Minecraft. Now you may be wondering why everything is set up the way that it is. And there's a very simple reason for that. This episode is actually a continuation from an episode that, well, sort of broke in editing. Yeah, a lot of things happened, and long TLDR is the footage was really not usable. So here we are. And I built a Nether portal up top, but it for some reason moved me down here instead. So that's really cool, isn't it? So what I will now do is I will dig up until I find something. So I look where I am at in F3. Wow, why am I so low? Why is my FPS this low? Probably update. I updated to 1.21.5. And every single time I seem to update this game, I seem to lose performance. Which is very frustrating. Anyway, but that's the long and short of it. So hopefully it doesn't show up. I may end up having to get rid of some of the shader settings, because I suspect that until I can get a PC capable of running more powerful shaders, it may just be a while. I may just have to go with more basic ones for actual quality reasons. Either that, or eventually it'll take its sweet time and it will eventually run again. But yeah, it's a good time. So we'll see if we can make it work. Because it's a pity. Like, this is what I mean. Minecraft really needs some help in the optimization department. And I think what I'm going to do is, once the actual vibrant visuals get added to the game, I'm just going to stick with those. Because that should help quite a bit. Yeah, because right now it's definitely a bit rougher than it realistically should be. But yeah, I'm just recording this on the 16th of April. So, like, I just wrote my last final yesterday. I originally had intended for this episode to go up today. But I got home last night and I was like, no, I'm done. I don't have brain capacity left. It's a long story, and I'm currently dealing with some other, like, IRL stuff that's taking up some of my time. Without going into too many details, I've actually had some relatively scary medical stuff going on as of late. But yeah, with it, it's nothing like serious. Like, we're not talking, life or death here. We're talking more, hey, this is actually kind of bad type situation. Like, it's not even really that bad. It's basically just what I've got is very likely to clear itself up in the coming, probably by this time next week. Like, by the time you're watching this video, it's very likely that it will be cleared up by itself. But the big thing is usually there's a cause. That is the big thing. Usually there's a cause. There's some kind of like underlying cause to what I have. And in this case there sort of doesn't seem to be. And they don't really know why that's not a thing. So they're just doing tests at the moment as a way to rule out various causes. Like, they think they know what it is, which is good. But at the moment, they're just basically ruling out all the really bad stuff. So I've basically been, since about early April, been going through tests after tests after test. You know, they all come back fine. It's very likely that what this is a very minor thing. But yeah, it's been on my mind a lot as of late. So does this have any hope of... Oh, it's back up to 40. Okay, that's good news. Yeah, it's without going into too much detail, it's been a very... I'm going to say very frustrating experience. What have I got here? Yeah, okay. But I think it's going to be fine. Like, I can still record for everything. But yeah. Yeah. Because all I'll say further about it is that it is actually quite especially when I didn't know what was going on. It was quite scary. So I'm like, why are my feet the size of the sun? And I'm like, well, why is there what looks like a bite on the side of my leg? I'm like, oh yeah, it's actually fine. It's just it's this. It was a whole thing, you know. And I don't want to get into the details because I don't want to worry anyone, because it's actually fine. Like, I'm not worrying at all. I'm not grabbing that copper. I don't want to. But I will say this though, it was very frustrating because usually I walk back and forth to my university. You know, it's just what I do. Please tell me this is... It's ground. It's ground. Now I have to figure out where I am. I did not mean to throw that. I believe... Hold on. Negative 210. I'm guessing we're probably supposed to be somewhere over there. I'll take a boat. I shall just mine this out with my sword. Hey, thank you. All right, I'll mine the whole tree. I'm not going to worry about replanting it for now. I think the next order of business is really going to be figuring out why that Nether portal sent me in a completely opposite direction from where it should have. B, why did my... Oh yeah, that's also why I have diamond armor now. Because I have stuff. But yeah, that's going to be kind of what I spend my time figuring out. Is why some things are happening the way that they are happening. Yeah, it was a good time, basically. Yes, okay, my base was right there. Because see, that's where I built my original portal. So that begs the question. Why did I end up all the way down from where I should have been? If I didn't... There we go. Oh yes, and the other thing I think last in the episode that got nuked is I have dogs now. This is Chloe. Yeah. And of course my couch. I fixed my couch. My bed. I think the next step is going to be getting an enchantment table ready. For sure. Because, you know, we have an anvil already. What do we got in terms of name tags? I want to name my other 2 dogs. Right. One of them can be named after my old dog. And, you know, the other one, I think, can be named, you know, whatever someone in the comments suggests. If I like the name, it can be there. This is going to go on the blue, on the red one. Rainy and Chloe. Surprisingly, Chloe hasn't come to bother me. Don't know why. So, the other thing, actually, what I could do, I could actually move, because one of the things I really liked was I liked being able to go outside, and then I could just have access to the portal right here. But my big concern right now is this. Until I know why that happened, I don't want to end up in a situation where I can't guarantee that I won't come back through here when I step through the portal. And something I'm wondering about is if somehow the portal itself sends me through to an empty arena, or like something that's filled, and then it just finds the appropriate space and it just happens to be there. So that is something I'm thinking about, and I'm wondering if it's that. Because I remember this happening about 10 years ago in one of my older Bedrock worlds. What if I'll just edit this part out, but I'm just going to look that up, actually. Because there's something weird. Yeah, not taking me back. That's the problem. Yeah, and it's too far away. I have to find the overworld. Oh, that's why. Okay, can't believe I'm going to trust an AI source here. But apparently if I have to divide the coordinates of the overworld portal, find the coordinates, divide it by X and Z, and then build it at those calculated coordinates. Which I can do. That's doable. In fact, maybe that's the episode today, and I just have to fix the... Hold on, because we'll just write this down. This is... Why do I never have a pencil with me in this room? Or paper? More importantly, why is the frame rate actually terrible? I'm gonna have to just fix this right now. I have to go with ultra fast, because it's just, right now, it's just no good. I don't get what's going on with it. I don't like it, but it is what it is. And I can at least up the frame rate to 60 until I can figure out what's going on and how I can fix what I have to fix. Ah, it feels so much better. That feels infinitely better. Yeah, so hold on. Why do I never have I actually have to start bringing... Now that I've, like, technically speaking, finished my program / graduated but not graduated, I should actually bring pieces of paper down with me. Like, I need it. At least I have a pencil. Okay, I've got a sticky note. It'll do. I'm bringing a... In the comments, just put, like, bring an 8.5 8.5 by 11 page next time. Okay, so let's see now. What is that? Negative 324. 63. And negative 858. Okay, so let's see now. I'm just going to write down here for n. So negative 324 divide 8 is going to be... I may have almost have a math degree, but I'm not calculating that myself. We have technology. Negative 40.5. That y doesn't really matter. And negative 853, or negative 858, divide 8, negative 107. So, okay, so basically if I... Okay, so it's 860. Yeah, it's 107.5. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. So, as long as if I build it at like 107, okay, as long as I do that, I should be fine. Let's just go I have a flint and steel and all that with me, right? Yep, I do. I have something I can mine with. Yep, I'm fine. Let's just go fix this. That's hilarious. No, I didn't want to open the switcher. Hold on, negative 26. Yeah, that's what's going on. Okay, that's fine. That's fine with me. Okay. It will, of course, turn out I forgot something actually important. So let's just go ahead and find negative 40.5. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Negative 40. That'll do. And then I need negative 107. I don't really quite understand why it's decided that this is what it wants to do. But apparently it has to be fixed, and I don't... Okay, well, that's fine by me. I shall happily lap up the XP. No, it's 8107. This'll do. Okay, let's go ahead and Alright, we'll click that up there. That over there. AI wouldn't lie to us, right? We're all agreed. Okay, first things first, before we forget. I am gonna just take the quartz, because it is free XP. And I don't mind free XP. Actually, it would be really funny if this doesn't work. Apparently, there is a way to do this, though. Apparently, there is a way, some way that we can do it. It just... I just have to be ready to go at a moment's notice. Because I know what I remember, all I remember about the Nether update from however many years ago it was, is that if I want to come back here and spend any kind of extended period of time, I probably want gold. I want something gold. What? No. You know what? How about instead of worrying about this, I just go back and get like another... It's broken, so it doesn't matter. All I have to do, let's just hope that this works. I'm going to be very annoyed if it doesn't. Hey, we did it. AI didn't lie to us, gamers. It is a miracle. Ah, I love all my torches. So let's go ahead. And let's go ahead and just go grab some gold, something gold real quick. So we can just, yeah, these will do. And you can stay back there. Need you. You can hang out there. I thought I had fire resistance potions somewhere. No matter, I do, however, have... I have stuff. And that's what matters. We'll go back and we'll go get the rest of the Nether portal stuff, and you know, all in all, it should be good. I love that I have the same number of diamonds as I do iron. Sure, nothing bad will come from that. I do actually want some... I can't believe it. Am I actually going to be in need of more coal? Oh, I have stuff. Good. Here. I just need some of this. There we go. 60 stack of 64. Do I want to bring any gold ingots to trade? Let's bring some gold ingots on the off chance. Every once in a while they give you something good. So we'll bring something to trade with the locals. We just have to be careful to not upset the powers that be. Because I would really, really, really like to make it to the end of this. Hello, sirs. Hello. I think once I've, you know, given this a chance to be explored this the Nether a little bit here, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend the next episode just building out probably an enchantment room. I think we should get to work on that eventually. I think a long-term plan needs to be a villager trading hall, just so I can get various things going. At least with the farm, I have baked potatoes, which aren't brilliant, but they do what you need them to do, and I can get some, and I can set up a kelp farm or something to get some dried kelp and get some more automation happening. You know, I have the redstone for it. It should be, alas, either way, it should be fine. You just have to remember to not upset the wildlife. Now, unfortunately, hoglins are, well, already upset. But the piglins are not. So as long as we don't annoy the piglins, we should be fine. That's the big thing, because if you annoy the piglins, you are screwed. in unenchanted diamond armor with realistically, yeah, I'm more powerful than I was, but I wouldn't say I would prefer to not risk it. Let me put it that way. Yeah, well, let's see. Let's just move out and see what all is here. What I would like to I'd really like to find is a Nether fortress. Just so I know where it is. So that's a basalt region over there. And it looks like this is all pretty generic Nether. There's a warped forest, I think, over there. I think that's what it's called. I like the white aesthetic in some of my builds, so I'm thinking I definitely want a lot of quartz. Also would really like some zombified piglin, not some zombified piglin. I'd really like some piglin bartering to take place, if that would be possible. Ooh, it looks like there's one right up there. We could go trade with the wildlife. Because the big thing that we have to be careful about is not to get lost in the Nether. You have to be really, 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 really careful, because if you get lost in hardcore, we probably have enough to get back to the overworld, but it would be tight at the best of times. Alright, let's not mess around here. It's not what we're here to do. This is a pure reconnaissance mission. This is recon. Do not engage unless you have literally no other choice. Now this is kind of a risk. I don't know if souls... Yeah, there's magma cubes over there, and... Is that... That might be that actually might be one. The Nether spawn is not brilliant, but it's functional. Basically, as long as I don't have a situation where I have to take like or I have to take out herds. And I don't have to take out, I'm not dealing with gas or anything like that. And I'm building like this. Should be fine. You know, because, like, yeah, I have feather falling, but also... You know, I don't want to... I am not interested in taking unnecessary risks. There's the ghasts. Time to play some good old-fashioned rounds of tennis. No way! Fire. Got it. I can't believe we actually... I was joking. I didn't think we'd find one. Well, who could have seen that coming? Take what we can get. Where is it? Here, sir. What are you willing to give me? Nether brick. You're not... That's not brilliant, but it'll do. Very careful. Right. see what we're working with here. We've got a full fat Nether Fortress, gamers. Is that the blaze spawner right over there? Cool. Whoa. Ah. We definitely need to explore this at a later date. This is incredible. Full fat Nether Fortress. Low-key goated spawn. I think we're gonna want armor that's better than basic diamond. I like to be over-prepared for situations. Yeah. I assume it's somewhere up here. No. Let's head back to base. It's incredible. So we can actually get what we need another way. Right. Let's not mess around. Let's just try to let's get back from our to our excursion safely. But no, that's pretty awesome. We've got that in spades. That's actually huge news. It means all we have to do is we can send it up. We can send yeah, no, that's good. That's actually really good. We have magma cream, which I believe is how yeah, we're gonna head back at some point. I think maybe not this episode, not next episode, but the episode after that. Because yeah, that's actually that's huge. That is huge. We're gonna have to get on that. Really put some good effort in and start building up our resources and everything else that we're gonna need. Oh no, this is mob parts, so we gravel goes in here. Yes, it does. This can go in there. 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 Obsidian definitely can go in there. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. So I think next episode is enchanting table episode. So in order to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to actually start expanding this out a little bit and slowly begin the process of really expanding the island so that we can start getting some kelp farming going. I believe we now have auto crafters and auto smelters and all that, and I think it'd be good to put them to some use. Have to do some research on that. But yeah, other than that, I think I'm going to call it here. I think this was a pretty eventful episode. And yeah, so if you liked it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I do want to thank you guys so much for bearing with me while I put the channel on hiatus. I appreciate it. With luck, weekly episodes should resume. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.